Do I have the right window? Yay, I have the right window.
You just knows.
All right. Hello, everybody. We're late. Sorry. I'm blaming Roll20 this time. We are on session 21 of what is now Tenements of the Great Rift. A Crits and Giggles trademarked campaign.
TM.
Just spam that on the. I haven't made like the launch announcement tweet or anything yet, so I'm just gonna spam TM all over that for sure.
You should just put out a tweet that says TM. Like that's the tweet.
You know what? I just might do that. TM and then like the YouTube link. Anywho, we're not excited about that at all. We're just gonna kind of dive right into it with this session. Our last session, we essentially got into the beginning of a sort of season 2 of this campaign. The party has officially at least gone into and come out of all 4 haunted keeps with various levels of exploration and conflict and figuring things out. This music is getting very loud. And at this point, we now have a prisoner for the first time by the name of Jolliver Grimjaw, who is a shape-shifting human. And this is bleeding into 2 sessions ago, but it is relative. This guy had a particular back pocket of information on all of you guys and kind of touted it in an extremely taunting way. And you guys were not having it. So you wiped the floor clean with him and his goonies and took him unconscious on purpose. He's now in your custody, unconscious, now for the second time. In our last session, you guys did choose to at least start to sort of interrogate him a bit after he woke up for the first time. I will let you guys in a minute discuss if there's anything in particular. We sort of started that discussion off stream just to get the ball rolling about if there was anything in particular that you wanted to focus on, take note of, potentially talk about with other people when you get back to Red Larch, as far as the information that he seemed to have about you guys. But then the only other major event from last session, I believe, was on the way to Red Larch, you came across this really pristine and out-of-place altar. And now I will need your guys' help a little bit because I didn't have enough time to go back into the VOD and get all the details to the T again to make sure I'm keeping it straight. But the short version is this altar had a couple of strange runic symbols, more than a couple, like 2 pillars full of strange runic symbols that represented like individual words in various languages. There were a couple more random symbols etched onto the like table, the platform of the altar, and a small vial of fluid, accompanied by 2 basically burn marks and small piles of ash right next to it, like right in front of the altar. And as soon as you guys got closer, started checking it out, this vial of liquid exploded. It sort of shot up and formed this what Cal called the Thunderdome. So we're going to call it the Thunderdome now. And 2 wraiths attacked you guys, uttering the phrase, manifest death. During that fight, a familiar eye, we'll say formed. I still don't know what the right word is for that, but it didn't just like appear. It legitimately formed in between the 2 pillars of this altar.
Materialize.
Materialize, that's a good word for it. Yes, it's a perfect word for it. And essentially joined in this fight and attacked you. And there were a couple unique elements about this fight, but I would like to start today's session with you guys coming into that scene. Now we are like immediately in the aftermath of that fight. So, what do you guys want to do? Talk about.
Ow.
Yeah, is everyone okay?
I'm good.
Karen is hunched over very heavily on the ground, almost face first in the dirt, breathing heavily.
I'm not okay.
There were a couple big hits in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should heal myself. I should do that thing.
You're good at.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Does anybody else need hit points?
I'm solid.
Should I spread it around?
I was gonna say I think everyone that's not a cleric is fine.
Cool. I touched the thing.
For the sake of having a bit of understanding of what exactly was happening to Taryn, like he doesn't look like he's been physically wounded, but he's drained,
Sure.
Okay.
literally.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Take care of yourself. I am all good.
No, dude, no.
Nah, bro.
That is a lie.
Yeah. So
Y'all can move yourselves too, right? I didn't like
I
mess up your
didn't check.
sure.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna channel divinity, and I'm gonna give myself 20 and Taryn 15
Nice.
hit points.
Hey, you put me up to my current max.
Oh jeez.
Luckily, this is not certain other campaign, so that does reset after long rest.
Okay. Yeah, that was crazy, y'all. I touched the eyeball and I gave him a boo boo, and then he got real mad. So, how did that work?
No.
I mean, poking an eye hurts a lot most of the time.
Yeah, and I poked him and inflicted wounds. So
Oh.
I think I cut his eyeball.
Ooh,
So
like lasered his vision.
So maybe we should like keep an eye out. 'Cause
Ah!
if this is, like, well, okay, unintentional pun, but
Okay.
But world's loving it.
I'm like, I'm rubbing off on her. I'm rubbing off on her.
that was legit unintentional.
proud.
No, but like, if this is now, I'm pulling this out of my butt, y'all. So please know that. But if this is maybe like a larger form of someone, right, and we are connected to someone, maybe we should watch out for anyone who like might be wearing an eye patch now that we didn't notice before.
Mm,
I don't know.
a good
Somebody
point.
who like got another boo boo.
yeah, I would like to stay away if that was their eye. I
Well,
would
but
like
I'm
to
saying,
avoid that
like-
person.
That's not their like. So if someone could like make their eye appear bigger,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
It's like a magic something. I don't
But
know.
like if their eye has that much power, how much power would they have as a person?
I mean, yeah.
I'm
I
really
think, yeah.
tired, guys.
It's okay. I think we'll keep out for eye patches. We will keep our eyes out for people who stand in that weird way.
Yeah.
Anyone who chooses to, sign any contracts, like cross their T's, dot their lowercase J's, anything like that. I think we'll just keep an eye out for.
I've never heard that before, and I'm definitely
it's-
stealing it.
It's from a movie. It's fine. I didn't make it up.
Very
Awesome.
good.
I thought you were just trying to avoid another eye pun.
It's like two eye puns in a row, and then they stare at the dude with the bad eye, and then they go lowercase J. And
There
it's
you
the
go.
best. It's the best. Point being, we have a lot of stuff to look for now.
Did you guys hear it when it like screamed, I see you now, like I finally see you? I'm a little worried about that one.
Yeah, it stared like right at me when it said that.
Yeah, it stared right at. Wait, how?
Wait,
what?
It's
I-
one eye, how it
Wait, what?
It-
I'm confused.
It stared at me.
I could
It
have
stared
sworn
at all
I'd
of
made-
us.
That wasn't me actually saying, wait, what? I was just repeating. What did I say? No, I do remember doing that.
Yeah.
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 So I was like, this is unnecessary.
So
So
wait.
how I was thinking about it.
We all saw the singular eyeball look at us.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
It made.
This is like the
Gross.
scary Jesus painting that my dad made years ago. Well, the painting of Jesus is not scary, but the fact that it follows you with its eyes is
Oh,
scary.
that's not cool. That's,
Yeah, any painting that
not-
does
I
that
don't-
is not an okay painting in my book.
Yeah.
Have you
My
thought
grandmother's
about?
favorite, so. Sorry, that was out of
Oh, no,
character.
It could have
I
been
don't
in
know where
character.
my-
Maybe
no,
there's
it
maybe there's
couldn't.
D&D Jesus that we don't know about.
No, it couldn't, because I don't know where my family is.
D&D's.
D&D's, there you go.
Oh my gosh. Cool. So that's weird.
Yeah.
So how about we toss the butthead back into the cart and get the F out of here.
Beep feet. Yep, I'm down.
Let's get as many feet away from here as possible, please.
Yes.
Preferably
but
more than
also,
Awesome.
wait, no, we were going to see Renwick.
To
Yeah.
Renwick, yeah.
So we have to.
We're
we
not
have to-
going back to
we're gonna
Red Larch,
remember we were
going
gonna
to
strap
Renwick.
him upside down on the underneath of a horse.
Yeah.
we
We're
were
gonna strap
gonna-
him to the top of a horse and hope he doesn't fall.
We were
Oh,
gonna
no.
papoose him on a horse instead of a
Right.
person.
And then do the same like
Yes.
juggle the cart in that we did the first two
Mhm.
times.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So we're gathering the animals and heading back
Correct.
to Renwick, yeah?
Correct.
Okay, let's shift to the valley map, which is now fixed. I love finally figuring stuff out.
Technology.
It was totally user error. It was not a Roll20 thing. It was definitely me just being silly.
Aw.
That's all right. First step is admitting it, right? Okay, so you guys only need like half hour with the animal assistance to get to maybe an hour. No, not even that. Yeah, half hour to get to the monastery from where you are. Anything that you want to be discussing or doing on your way there?
Do we want to tell Constable that we think he's been compromised? Or do we want to wait until we get to Renwick's?
I mean,
How?
You have the
mean
brain
like the
power
magic
for it.
message thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should do it when we're with him, so he knows what to do and what not to do. Since I'm limited to a couple words,
Okay.
I'd rather give him a better explanation.
Right, but didn't we want to tell him that we thought he was compromised, like, secretly to his brain, so that we didn't have to, like, be around other
You
people?
tell him. You
Yeah,
tell
so
him
we're not,
that
like,
he
hanging out
can
with the
tell
drows, being like, hey, you've been compromised, we're gonna peace.
himself.
That's fair.
Mhm.
But we could also, if you're, like, tired, we can do it later.
One sec while I check my spell slots, because I don't remember. I mean, I can do it, and if we're just gonna tell him that he's compromised and shouldn't talk to anyone until we get back, or something along those lines. I'm open for input. We just want to make sure that he doesn't give any more information away to other people.
Yep, that's a good idea. Because that really sucks.
Yeah.
That poor guy.
Yeah. Although, wouldn't it be funny if he turned out to be the big bad?
Oh, full stop thinking about it. There's no one we've met yet that I don't think is the big bad.
I mean, Renwick is pretty good so far.
Nah, he's
Joe and I have already discussed that it's Braylon.
I mean,
Oh,
not-
damn.
Stop giving him ideas.
man. What a turnaround that would.
that'll be so heartbreaking when we're
He goes
20th
off
level
like
and Braylon
wizard
becomes
code.
the
And like
beacon.
murdering a child.
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah, no. He's obviously Braylon's gonna be the big bad. Anyway.
Avi.
Okay.
But so I mean, Gert is fully out of character. Gert is fully in the camp of like she implicitly trusts the constable.
Right.
Is anybody not in that camp?
I don't not trust the constable. I just don't trust the people he is talking to.
Okay.
Because we don't know at all who is the person that we've now heard has talked to the constable and Mandiver and person in Yartar.
But it's not the person, it's the persons. It's
I thought
not
it was
one
I heard it was the head person.
It
Right,
was,
but like,
we
but
were
even still,
like it seemed as though he had multiple
right?
He
people.
has multiple contacts,
Yeah.
but he talked to who we're assuming is Darathra in Yartar.
Darathra was in Tribor. Someone else is in Yartar.
Oh, Yartar, yeah. Who was in
Christ.
Yartar?
I mean, probably
it
the person with the fucking orb. If I had to put money on
Yeah,
something,
I either heard
because we
of,
met
like,
no one else there.
Yeah.
someone
the
we didn't
named
meet.
person you met in Yartar, it started with an N. Neat.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
I
in
have
your
it written
journals.
It is
Me. Oh yeah, like actual.
back there.
Nareen? Nareen.
That sounds right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Down. Yep.
I don't know if there was a last name.
I did not get a last name.
Okay.
Then there was also like a high constable type of person in Yardar that we like tried to knock on his house and then nothing happened. Don't even remember much else of what happened that day.
He was like hosting a Tupperware party and didn't want to be disturbed.
Oh, I did not expect a comment like that.
I'm sorry.
What would ye olde timey Tupperware be like? Anyway,
Oh, man.
um,
That's funny. Okay.
so a big one set of matching wooden bowls.
Just a single
All
set.
it is.
It's a
yeah.
basket showcase.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I got that one.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe the
Oh,
constable's
this
a
notebook
basket
doesn't
case.
go that far back. Just kidding.
But I would even tell him like we have reason to believe you've been compromised. Oh, I had like a good phrase that came after that. I don't remember what it was now.
I mean,
Are
we
are we even concerned about his silent henchman?
can, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We know little to nothing about them, so I
They won't give us
don't
their
feel-
names even. Like,
Yeah, they're just kind of there.
which seems like a
Yeah.
very jolly thing to do.
Mm.
Well, but they're the ones who told us where to go.
They did, but that can't rule out that they're playing a 3D chess situation.
Okay. I mean,
It's-
yeah, I'm not trying to argue that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like how so we trust the constable. He trusts them
He trusts them.
fully, totally. Even when we have asked him to not have them in the room,
True.
he has told us no.
True. But he's also
So-
talked to someone that has talked to Jolly
Mm-hmm.
with at least some level of whoever has been doing the talking of all of the people that we know knows intimate details about us.
Yep.
So part of it is figuring out who else knows those intimate details to figure out where the like split is. But I feel like of the people that we have spoken to total, he probably knows the most about us. And if he has talked accidentally to someone else, whether that's in confidence or not, that's a problem.
I mean, when we got to, I'm gonna drop the exhausted voice because it's starting to hurt my chest. I mean, when we got to Red Larch, the first thing he told us was, or one of the first things he told us was, he doesn't trust really like almost any people with information.
Mhm.
So there has to be a very small circle of people that he's told.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Did we get a good look at the drow shoes? To the party. To the party.
I think at this point the whole standing shoes body language situation is going to be fully new information. Yeah.
Should I include that in the message about like look for matching boots?
I mean, we don't. The boots thing, I think until we have a better idea of like what the boots look like.
Just I guess
Slash,
just
like
wait.
it almost. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed almost more like it was a body
Like
language
a
situation than
standing-
boots.
Yeah.
The combination of the two was really what you were
Okay.
told. And just like full disclosure, you would be able to recognize they are distinguishable enough, and you've seen
Okay.
them now that you would all be able to recognize pretty much on sight.
Okay,
Okay.
the boots.
The boots.
Doubles.
oh, because they're his boots.
They're
I mean, I believe so. They're all the
they're
water
probably
boot.
similar to Jolly's boots.
Okay.
Right.
Sure.
In
Cool.
other words, we're taking his boots off of his feet.
We're-
We give him to runway.
Yeah, we'll just
Put these
Uh,
on.
we'll disfoot him and give his shoes to run with.
At first, I thought you
right.
meant like we're cutting his feet off, and I was like, that feels extreme.
Uncomfortable.
You know what? Now that I think about it, that did
Yeah.
sound very hostile. You're right.
It has like a rag with oil and he's slowly like polishing his axe.
That would be terrifying to wake up to that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yes, it would.
I still think eventually we should tell him, probably in person though.
Mm-hmm.
Now that, and give him more detailed information about that instead of 25 words.
Fair. I mean, we could give him the like heads up now if you want, or
Mhm.
we could like at some point we need to give him a heads up of like, "Psst, we need to talk to you in confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if we want to do it now or like slip him a note in like a cool handshake, or like what our plan is.
Well, okay.
The note can be read by other people though.
Yeah,
I wouldn't trust
you
that.
have been compromised.
Why don't we
no-
add "we believe" to make it like a little bit
Okay.
like we've heard some stuff.
Okay. We believe you have been compromised.
Compromise.
Absolutely no one is one word.
Mhm.
So
None.
no, that's 8. Yeah.
None.
Well, no one is safe.
No one is safe.
So that's 10.
Mhm.
Not even your comrades.
I think bodyguards would be a better word.
Sure.
So he knows.
Yeah,
Sure.
bodyguards.
Keep going. I'm going to be right back, but I don't want to interrupt you guys. I'll be real quick.
Okay.
I'll elaborate
Or do we-
when we get back.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do we want to put any more information in there? We have about 5 words.
5 words left. Yep.
My suggestion is telling him how he can respond if he hasn't done one of these messages before.
We sent him
So-
one about the prisoners.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we've
Sent
talked
him
to
one
the
about
constable.
prisoners. He
Okay.
knows that he can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
I think it's more the fact that, you know, I have a friend who's done these messages before, and from what I understand, you don't have to verbalize your response.
hmm.
Can respond with cough.
Or you can just think it.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
can just think. I only speak out loud, so I know. So you know what I'm sending.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay.
So should the, should the
So
last
please
5
respond in
words-
silence.
That might be a little cryptic.
Mentally.
You know, with
psychic?
the you're talking about the sending spell, right?
Yeah.
They only have to think it in order for the message to come back. So
Right.
Okay.
But we don't know if he's been responding out loud or in his head. So
that's true. That's a good
we're
point.
Yes.
thinking like
Yeah.
just like covering bases just in case.
Okay, I get it.
So I think that's fine. I can do it 3 times. I don't know how
Oh,
I
wow.
manage that, but I can do it 3 times if I
Nice.
need to.
Okay.
I mean, I'd say if there's more of a conversation, then yeah, but I think this first one is succinct. It'll.
Yeah. So wait, what did we say?
We believe you've been
Go back to the box.
compromised.
We believe you've been compromised.
Almost no one.
Almost no one.
No, not almost no one.
Absolutely no one.
Absolutely no one.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Trust,
no one.
trust, absolutely no one. Not even your
Your bodyguards.
bodyguards.
Your
Right.
bodyguards.
We'll elaborate when we get back.
We'll elaborate when we get back. We have 2 more words than last time, so good job, guys.
Respond mentally.
Respond mentally not allowed.
Boom.
Allowed as in 1 word.
Okay.
Pew, 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 pew.
Woo!
That's good.
That's
Teamwork.
what we're going with.
I like this. This is good.
Great.
2 more seconds.
Hold on. We used those 2 words, so we still have 5 left, which I wanted to use to say, we'll be a little late. I'll throw that at the end,
Okay.
just so he knows that we're like
Okay.
not just
Right
ditching.
there.
Mhm.
Great.
Wow, it's weird being the ones to send cryptic messages.
Yeah. Right? You like how that script is flipped? Okay, so the final message is, I'm going to write it down as you say it.
Oh, geez.
Okay.
We have to do
This
it
is
again.
happening.
Again? Okay.
Sorry, I
We-
didn't want to have like a whole bunch of back and forth.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sure.
We believe you've been compromised.
Trust
Absolutely no one, including your bodyguard. And then you guys had some.
We'll
And then-
elaborate when we get back. Respond mentally or in your brain? Mentally.
Respond mentally, not allowed.
Not
We'll
allowed.
be late, and that'll fill it.
All right.
Okay. How would Constable Harbert Turthmaralar respond to this?
Yeah.
Turth Marlar. We
Yeah,
haven't
Yeah,
been
of
in a
the
while.
Turth Marlars.
Oh, those Maralars.
Yeah.
Those
Call them the
Marlars?
Turths for short.
You think that was ever like a used
The name's
against
Turth
him?
Marlar.
Like when
Harbrook
he
Turth
was-
Marlar.
Yeah, the little like speed interrogation session we had last week, I kind of surprised myself because my improv is way not good. So let me think about this for
Yes,
2
and.
seconds. Yes, and.
Yes, and.
Okay. Click. You've been compromised. We believe you've been compromised. Trust absolutely no one, including your bodyguards. We'll elaborate when we get back. Respond mentally, not allowed. We will be late.
Wheel as in a conjunction because otherwise it would be 26. And
Sure.
I don't want to be illegal.
There.
This is your box. No, that
You stay in the
that makes
box,
sense.
you go nowhere else.
Okay, yeah, you know that the message is received, and it doesn't take long for you to receive a response. The response will be...
Hold on, I'm popping open a Discord thing so we have it forever.
Great.
I hope you are all okay. Stay safe.
Aw.
We have much to discuss at your return.
Ooh.
Okay, where should I put that in the Discord?
In the general should probably be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Carl almost fell off the couch.
I'll recite that as I receive it. And then at the end, I'll say, at least he's in good spirits about it.
Yeah.
Taryn, let me look at you real quick. Let me just take a look at you. Yeah. Even just from the sound of his voice, it seemed totally on par with his demeanor. Didn't seem to be really thrown by your comment at all, which I don't know if you guys expected him to be or not, but it's notable that he just kind of like came back with a response, didn't really seem concerned about it, and gave it to you straight. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that when he responded, he didn't seem surprised at him being compromised. But when we got into town, he mentioned something about it anyways. So, or when we got into town the first time, he was I don't want to say paranoid. He was concerned about it. So
Right.
I wouldn't say that's alarming. Let's show Renwick our new pal.
Yeah.
Yay. We're just collecting them.
Yeah.
We'll introduce him as Happy just to make him as mad as possible.
Oh man.
Anybody got a switch that we can just poke him with?
I want to keep him unconscious until he's with Renwick.
I mean,
Because
yeah.
I want to brief Renwick on the whole werewolf thing. Or wereboar. He's not a werewolf,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a wereboar.
Right.
Right, that thing.
Would you
Chris?
guys benefit from me going to that map, or are we okay, Theater of the Minding this?
I think that's
I can
fine.
theater the mind it, yeah.
Okay.
When we talked to him last, he mentioned something about like found more stuff down below, be prepared.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Down below, be prepared, and the barrier is weakening.
Yes.
The very
Yes.
thing, I feel connection to River Guard. Come prepared. The caverns run deep, is what he said.
So I'm personally worried about what be prepared means, but we'll figure it out when we get there.
Okay.
Hooray.
I'm excited.
You can see your buddy.
My
Are you
buddy.
guys getting the all the information we got to keep straight? Comment now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
DM, you said it would take like 3 hours to get to that point. Could I have taken a long rest or not a long rest, a short rest within that period?
If you were
Wait.
in the cart, yes, you would not be able to gather a rest if you were steering a hippogriff or
Hippogriff.
a cart. But if everybody else is taking care of that stuff, then yes.
Oh wait, never mind. I didn't use the channel divinity. I thought I did. I don't need that. Never mind.
I was gonna say I used the channel divinity.
Yep. I thought I used it last time during the fight for some reason, but I guess I did not.
Okay.
Let's head on in.
Cool.
All right. So, as you get to the Sacred Stone Monastery, the front door. I'm not going to bother with the whole like single file through the crack, blah blah blah. Like, we'll fast forward through that.
We've done it enough.
Right.
Claudius knows his job.
Yeah.
Claudius is on it. He takes initiative.
There you go.
I didn't even have to ask him this time. He was just like, yeah.
We get to do this game again?
So the front double doors. Actually, you know what? I am going to shift you to the map just because, so we can see.
Boy.
The double doors at the front are You can feel that they are Terran and Gert. I will say you can feel that they are actually magically warded. However, did I shift you here? Yes. Okay.
Oh, I think here we go.
We are here. Okay. They're magically warded, but you aren't able to really tell until you touch it. And then at the moment that you actually, I don't know if you would have gone for like a knock or just trying to open the door. What would you have done? I should have asked that first, really.
Should we call him?
I mean, we don't get to tell we can't tell that it's warden until we touch it, and I feel like we would have.
I'm gonna have to say sorry, but you touched it first.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of my mistake, but nothing bad happens. Just for flavor's sake, would you have like knocked, or just like tried to open the door?
Taryn would have knocked.
Okay.
Gert would have gone for it. We both know that. We all know this.
Yeah.
So let's say
It's the thing where like I go up to knock on the door and you're just pulling it.
Yeah.
So we'll say like it happens at the same time, and you would both notice a sort of tingly sensation on your hands and fingers at the moment that you both touch a door at the same time. So Taryn, you give it like a single knock, and at the same moment, Gert, you're just like, here we are. Push the door in, and you feel this tingly warm sensation, and you would both be able to tell that like some sort of magical effect had dissipated at the moment that you touched the door. Okay. It was definitely not there the first time around that you guys came here. Okay. As you enter, you'll see the expected sort of empty room for just a moment before the familiar Renwick sort of like appears through the wall, like
Gross.
ghostly form coming through the wall, and then greets you in this main area.
He does the Peeves thing from the Harry Potter.
Yes, definitely.
He just kind of shows up.
He shows up and I'm like, ugh, I'm not gonna get used to that anytime soon.
Hi, friend.
Hi, Renwick. Hi.
Hi, Renwick.
Hi.
We have a prisoner.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
He as you know, we think he's safest with you. Mostly because we feel like the Red Larch isn't secure.
Secure in what way?
Secure as in we believe he has people that would get him out of custody.
He's with a cult then.
Yes. He's with the
yes,
water cult.
the one that was at Riverguard Keep.
The water cult, no less. Lovely.
Crashing wave. Thank you, mysterious voice. It sounds like is.
She's actually just like, hey guys, it's a crushing wave.
Sokatoa.
Yeah.
Crushing wave.
So-
I love that about your campaign, by the way. Anywho.
Yes.
This dude's a little mouthy, and by a little I mean a lot. But he also knows way too much information about us, which is why we feel very uncomfortable bringing him back to Red Larch with us. One of the many.
So you brought him here instead.
Yes.
You're lucky we're allies. And he'll give you like a wink.
Okay, good. So I'm like, we asked first.
Hey,
We just
yeah.
show up on his doorstep
You-
with this dude.
We figured that it would have been better to ask
You
first.
once said to us that we will always have a friend.
Yes, I'm
Weird.
aware of my own musings. Come. He'll lead you all to. I'm not gonna mess with the token. You have the unconscious body of
Jerk face.
Jolly
Jerk-
with you.
Jerk face,
Jolly McJerk.
Jolly
face.
McJerkface.
Oh my god.
Full McFun times.
My
Yeah.
my other campaign, they literally come up with an alternative name for everyone and
Oh, God.
everything,
Oh.
and it's gotten to a point where it's only a semi joke now that I say, if you don't give me the right name, I reserve the right to not respond. 'Cause I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
So
I-
good.
I'll have like full like roasting sessions in my home game
Yeah.
because they do that between characters.
Yep. All right. Anywho, so you're back in this sort of like laboratory / entryway to Renwick's quarters area. So what's your plan with him?
So, Renwick, since I suppose I should ask first, have you gotten rid of the shackles that were down below?
I've done nothing of the sort, but someone or something has.
Oh.
Would you know anything about powerful magical wards that have been released in the last day or two?
Released.
There was an eyeball that I touched that got real mad at me.
It made it.
Oh my god, Sam, your face!
It's horrible.
Oh my god.
Did I do that?
when we found this eyeball, it made this this blue thunderdome, if you will, and if we weren't sure because we hadn't touched it, but we assumed that it was keeping us in place. And after we got rid of this, what seemed to be, at the time, fully material eye, floating around an altar, the dome had vanished, and then we had sent that message just before we had found the entire structure.
I feel that there may likely be details missing. May I request a memory?
Oh, go ahead.
Sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I also have these and as he's doing what he's doing, I'm just gonna start pulling out the piece of parchment that I had written all the languages and their translations to the words on the pillars.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Ooh, okay, yep. Can you reiterate those for me, please?
We got.
I was gonna say, if you don't have them, I have at least 5 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all of them. Don't worry. So we got Celestial. It says life. We got the Infernal one that says death. We got the Abyssal one that says conquer. And we got Primordial that says manifest, and then Draconic, which says master.
Nice.
We have a lot of languages, guys. It's
We
like,
do.
we're pretty good.
You are a rather exotic group
Yeah.
Yes.
in a
much
world
so.
of mostly humans so far. And that is something that's been pointed out before, so you know that already.
Yeah.
Okay, so you like offered him that piece of parchment, or
Yeah, as he's like preparing for taking a memory, I'm just like pulling it out at the same time
okay.
to hand it to him.
He'll take it, give it a quick glance, and won't seem to have like any immediate reaction. But then he'll sort of take it in both hands and extend it back toward you, Taryn, indicating for you to grab the other side.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll do a firm hold, but I'll brace myself since the last time we did any memory memory funkiness, I felt like I was dying.
This is just kind of leaning on the table with like puppy eyes, just watching this. Like, this is cool.
Okay, so the moment your grasp clasps the paper, that was way harder to say than I expected. You feel this like really, really minor like static shock. And for you, like all of this happens in a moment. And the rest of you see this quick like how somebody reacts to a little static shock, and then it's over. But Taryn, what you see flash across your mind is the like walking up to this area and noticing this sort of like weird gravity effect, the small dust particles and small pebbles floating. Fast forward to the altar itself, reading the runes, understanding their meanings after talking with the various people who know the languages, what words they mean. And then you feel this like momentary sharp tinge like in your mind. If you can understand what psychic damage feels like, it feels like that, but like just a twinge, like just a needle prick, not even a point of damage sort of thing, but like it has that same feel to it. And at that moment is when these two swirls of ash form into the wraiths, and then it like goes super slow-mo for another moment when they say the words manifest death. Fast forward to the eye forming, and then snapshot, snapshot, snapshot. And each snapshot is the eye blinking, which you did not see before.
What?
We saw it blink.
Each snapshot is the eye blinking, and then as soon as it opens again is when you see this static effect of whatever spell it was casting, or whatever magic it was using, static in the air in front of you. Snapshot, 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 snapshot. Then there's an explosion. At the moment you remember, everything just vanished. What you actually see now is an explosion centered on the people of the eye. The altar shatters, the eye dissipates, and nothing is left except the two piles of ash on the ground. And then you sort of snap back into where you are now.
Yep, feels about right.
No, I'm kidding.
Guys, I think more happened than what we saw. That is Renwick going like to do something, or like does it look like he's gonna say stuff? Because I won't explain it.
Well, you did start talking right away, but if you're like checking him out as you're starting to just sort of go, he doesn't really have much of an expression on his face. He's clearly thinking, but he wasn't meaning to talk right away.
Okay. So what we did the memory thing, and I saw everything happen again.
For the record, it was from your point of view.
Yeah.
The memory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I saw everything from my point of view happen again, but the eye blinked at certain points, and it would shift through parts of our fight. When in character, I'm also like doing it this sporadically. I'm not like just forgetting stuff that happened. When the wraiths, the ghost ash things formed, they it felt like I got like my mind got stabbed just a little bit. But after Gert, after you poked the eye, and Whirl, after you shot it, we just saw it vanish But what just happened then is it exploded. There was a full explosion.
I mean, I feel like
So-
I remember the explosion because it was aimed at me and it almost killed me, and it threw me
No, well-
back.
That was different. Well, we saw like that stuff come away from it and blast at you. But what I saw was when, in the moment where it disappeared, like in a pupil of the eye, there was an eruption explosion instead of when we saw it fade away. Right away, I'm thinking maybe it was lying to us when it said that we exist because it allows us to exist. And maybe it actually did hurt and it's really angry at us now.
Okay.
That was really weird.
As you're saying that, Taryn, you'll see Renwick sort of look back down at the paper and raise an eyebrow. Curious. And he'll flip it back around and show you that everything you had written on it is still there, but in addition is, as if burned onto the paper, a skull.
You didn't do that, did you, Renwick? Please say
I'm
you
not
didn't do
one
that.
for practical jokes.
I didn't think that was a lot to process in that short amount of time. Taryn kind of pauses for a second and then says, why did the wraiths say manifest death? Why did they use those specific words? And then I'm gonna kind of like look to the paper and see how those were the words that we had written on the paper. And make an assumption that maybe it only said that because those were the only words we understood.
Perhaps. However, he's gonna like close his eyes. He's clearly thinking back and like rewinding the memory over and over and over. He'll say, on the table, that vial. Did you see what accompanied it?
I don't think I did.
I don't remember.
I don't.
I've-
think- yeah.
I know when it exploded, it was purple.
I feel like you might have said something when I was investigating it. But I'm terrible at note taking.
That's okay. Okay.
Hold on. Let me look back just real
I
quick.
don't have anything specifically. I have vial exploded. I have ash swirls into demons. Stone structure altar, 2 black marks, symmetrical in front, flat slab, desk
Yeah.
on top of a rock. Like nothing else about the
Yeah.
vial.
Okay.
I don't remember. I have anything
I
about that.
do remember that if somebody saw this, it was only brief, so I don't think you really got much detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to scooch over to one of his messy desks and pull up. What do they have? What do they use? Feathers? They use feather
Quills.
pens
Quill?
in
Yeah.
quills. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
and dip it into an inkwell, and like you'll see his hand move in like an unnaturally fast manner. And he draws out the 2 symbols. All of you would be learned enough, at least in like the basics of this is magic, yay, to understand that these were the symbols for divinity and necromancy.
Like divinity, as in
Like the schools of
divination?
magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, divination. My bad.
Okay.
The two
Oh,
schools of magic. Yes.
Okay.
Divination, manifest. That makes sense. Death, necromancy.
Death necromancy. So,
Are you aware of how this type of creature can form?
the eye or the weird ash monsters?
The wraiths.
I mean, when I hit it with my guiding bolt, it hurt it like it would hurt when like it hurt the zombies when we first got here.
A wraith is formed from a powerful soul who experiences an excruciatingly painful death. Two beings were performing some sort of attempt at something at this altar, and they were punished for it. This is concerning.
Do you think that it was recent? Because when we had left, the altar wasn't there.
And it looked new and kind of out of place when we got there.
And it vanished completely when it was finished, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I believe so.
Then I cannot say. At this point, he'd have like a fully furrowed brow. He's full into thought, confused to a degree, and clearly invested in trying to like understand what he just saw. The eye is a mystery to me.
I do think that that after Riverguard, we had definitely made it angry at us.
Why do you believe that?
The only other time that it appeared to us was, okay, real quick, out of game. We completely told Renwick about Orioth and that cave, right? I feel like we did.
I feel like we did.
I think so.
I believe you. I'm just not remembering it myself.
Sure.
Because that was a while ago, and
It
I'm
was.
like,
I remember you telling the constable about it because he was the one who asked you to go there in the first place. But the conversation with Renwick, there was a lot of stuff.
because
We may not have told him about that because there wasn't a need to. Like, there wouldn't have been a reason to have that conversation with him.
But I do remember like a part of that first conversation of how we were like, I don't feel all that safe right now. I would rather, I didn't say that, but I feel like we should tell the truth completely, considering that you seem like you know a lot more and you know that we're lying. So there's really no point in keeping it up. So I know we did tell him about a lot of what we were doing.
Right.
I just don't quite remember if it was the entire thing about Orioth, because I know we did tell him about going there. I just don't remember if we told him about, like, the eye being there.
I only take notes about new information, it turns out.
That was like sessions maybe 3, 4, and 5 or something like that. So it was really early on when that actually happened. So let's just say, for the sake of not getting lost in trying to recall that, let's just say, between the fact that I don't remember it happening and you all are not remembering enough detail about it, let's just say it didn't happen, and now is the first time it's coming up. And I will not, on Scout's honor, there's no like punishment
Okay.
for having not brought it up before. Does that sound fair?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll tell him what you... Is there anything you would not tell him about what you saw in the cave?
No. Not me personally, no.
Okay,
Not
so
Terran personally.
short version, and don't let me lead you. I just want to make sure the information sharing is straight, because spoiler alert, this campaign happens to be predicated a lot on information sharing. So, anything you do want to leave out, you want to let me know. So, you saw the same eye in the cave. It seemed to be speaking to another entity. Like it had a voice tied to it. It was speaking to another entity. Something possessed the necromancer Orioth. Cal, would you have mentioned the pain that you experienced just before that, or no? And then the voice in your head? Again, not a leading question. Just want to make sure I have it straight.
Yeah, you know what? Probably not. I
Okay.
want to hear more about this.
Okay.
Like what's going on from them and everything before I say anything.
Sounds good. Okay, so we got all that, and then the end of the fight when Orioth's body just like dissipated into the skull and spine going through the whole portal thing. Do you include that?
Yes. And the eye did reappear after Orioth was defeated for like a second and said something, didn't it?
Oh God.
I might be that might be a miss. Like I might have ordered those events wrong, but I thought it I thought it appeared after he died and said something.
I don't believe so. It you recognized it saying the words, "He has failed us. Finish it."
I have that.
And then the fight happened, and then the whole disintegration thing happened, and I think it was done. Like the staff was in the altar of arms, and
that's what it was, because he was like he had like the eye had the staff that was like being given to him, stuff like that.
Right.
Yep. That
Okay.
was my that was I misremembered that.
No
I wrote
worries.
so much bigger at the beginning of this
It was
campaign.
literally months ago, so
Yeah.
it's all good. Okay, so back to here and now. Renwick will say, will like repeat all of that back to you to make sure he has it straight. And then he'll look at the parchment again and say, "I'm sure you surmise the skull is meaningful. But the question is,
that was
And
because it's spooky. That's probably why.
I mean, bad guys do usually have a tendency to have spooky paraphernalia, so hopefully it's a coincidence, but I don't think it is.
Are we the baddies?
What spooky paraphernalia do we have? We have flying birds. Those are normal. We have flying bird mammals. Those are...
This shit on my face.
I was like, you do look like a spooky skull.
I feel the exact same, so I don't know.
he'll sort of like rub his chin and say, "When I studied the potential to become what I am, I learned of a phrase." He'll sort of float over into his room. Zip. And after a few seconds, come back after some wrestling around with another piece of parchment. It has the following phrases. I will put them in the general chat because I dare not try to say them right now.
Okay.
But Taryn, you're the first to see it. You would understand it as in the infernal language. I'm glad I'm not the only one with no poker face.
Are you kidding? Every time I have a thought, my whole body language changes.
I know, yeah, it's...
What the?
I feel I tried to hide it a little bit in the beginning, but I'm like, nah, it's fine. We're all in this together. Everyone can know if we have ideas now.
Okay, I'm gonna 2 seconds here. Sorry. Apparently, I used the wrong meaning of notes, or the wrong method of note taking here. But whatever. This will take
The-
2 seconds.
The DM makes a performance check to try to read another language out
Right.
loud.
The language I made up.
Nice.
I love this.
That's how you know a language is good, is when the inventors don't even know how it works.
Yeah, just
feel
throw
like
some
that-
vowels and consonants together, make it sound good.
Just throw like some like replace consonant sounds because that never confuses people.
Yeah.
No, just
And
use
all
non-Western sounds. Do you like the like glottal stops and shit?
good.
Like
For a
uvular
single letter.
plosives and that one that makes like the like noise.
The clicks, the
Yeah.
clicking sounds.
There's a whole video I found on conlings, like fake languages in movies and shit, and it's wild.
Conlings. That
Conlangs,
no, they're
like
so
language.
Okay,
Oh,
so this is
lang.
this is an every other line thing. The line you cannot read is in Infernal, and the line next is its translation into Common. Okay?
okay. So let me do I almost read this the entire thing because I love reading fake languages.
He pulls out that piece of paper, and Taryn, as you look at it, he's going to point at the last line. Does this look familiar?
Master Death. It does. It sounds very familiar. Where did I hear it? Where did I hear it?
Oh, did you possibly hear it when you guys were getting like having your minds blown up in Tripor at that bar?
That
I don't really remember what happened.
I don't think that was no, because the
Okay.
whatever spoke to me just told me about the difficult decisions.
Oh, I get what you mean now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna help you out a little bit because we bridged the gap without the actual in the language things. Some of these words, some of the words from this, we'll call it a poem. It's not.
Wait,
it's not really a poem.
fus te lagmo siktema. Gert is and cow. Gert, the three of you that were together before, you were talking about something when those priestesses at Scarlet Moon were chanting. Was that this?
I have Fusla Sigma, which is like 3 of the words and become Master of Death.
Become the master. Since I speak Infernal, do I understand? Wait, hold on.
Taryn, at this
Let me-
moment, you
let
would
me ask.
understand something you didn't understand when they were chanting that phrase. They were chanting part of this phrase.
So
Okay.
outside of Eternal Flame.
So, what does lagmo mean in common?
Are you talking about what they were chanting?
So, they were chanting Fus te sik te ma, but they weren't saying lagmo.
They said fus, la, sik,
Fus la.
ma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Oh, so they were doing okay.
And you would understand that to be a sort of shorthand of this phrase.
Okay.
And this is an infernal?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So no, I wouldn't know that. I'm like the part of me that takes foreign language classes wants to ask like what these individual syllables mean because that's usually important.
Give
Right.
me conjugation.
We'll say it's kind of like in real life, it's kind of like a translation of Latin to English sort of thing. It's not precise. It's not clean. It's very difficult to translate Latin to English, right? And vice versa.
Okay.
It's really that sort of thing.
Okay.
Like Klingon.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah.
Mentioned in the Conlang thing. They go very deep into Klingon.
So does this do we think that they knew that that's what they were chanting?
You
Totally, yes.
understanding the language.
I mean that can be a question to you, DM, but that was also like to the party. So,
you would actually be like the only one to reasonably have a chance of knowing.
Okay.
So let's have you make an insight check. And this is going to be 50-50, odds or evens.
Ooh, odds or evens?
Yeah.
I have a +6, get an even number. Yes!
Okay. You have a nagging suspicion that they thought they knew what they were doing. It was kind of incomplete, but it still started to accomplish whatever it was they were trying to do, and it was definitely tied to the emergence of that fire elemental
So, excuse me.
at Scarlet Moon Hall.
Yeah, okay. So, they knew what they were doing.
They knew
and
what they were
it was
trying to do.
Trying to do, okay.
You would have pretty confident suspicion that they didn't really fully understand, but they knew that what they wanted.
Didn't understand they were told it would do something, so they believed that's what it would do, but it had a fine print at the very bottom of the contract kind of thing.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I'll say that out loud as I'm looking intensely at the paper. Guys, this is I think that Jolly is being manipulated since those people at Scarlet Moon Hall were told that this would bring them what they wanted. They knew they wanted to summon that fire thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not a single thing in here about fire. So I feel like they were lied to or given misinformation. In which case, I wouldn't be surprised if our friend was under a similar situation. I think we should have a talk with him.
I agree.
You want to interrogate him again? Okay.
Okay, so at that point, I think it's perfect opportunity to take our first short break of the night, if that's cool with you guys.
Yes, please.
Yes,
All right,
I need to like shake out the
process everything, shake out your legs. All right, yep,
Yeah.
we'll be right back. Okay, nobody moved. Awesome. I hate it when the Zoom windows get all funkified. All right, so we're back. We have gone from a conversation with Renwick about all the stuff that we've seen and experienced. Well, at least like Jolliver and the blank mind fart. What was it called? The keep, the castle
Crushing
keep.
Wave, Riverguard.
Riverguard, that's the name. Riverguard and Jolliver
Riverdance.
Grimjaw, and then the experience with this mysterious altar on your way here was on your way to Red Larch, and then you turned to here instead. We're at the point where Renwick agrees with you that we should have a conversation with the captive Jolliver Grimjaw. This should be interesting,
Yes.
says the guy who has to talk to himself.
I was like, you did this to you.
I did do this to me.
Hey, to be fair, I think this is only the second time you're doing it. So
This is true. This is true.
On every 10 episodes they've had. Sessions.
Sessions, yes.
Pretend
Okay,
sesh.
so Jolliver's here. We're just gonna. He's gonna
real
be purple.
quick before we actually
There he is.
wake him up, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna rile him up a little bit. So we're just gonna make sure that he stays tied down. Hopefully, it'll get him to spill the beans. I honestly just want to see his reaction. We're more than capable of handling him. He is terrible at confrontations. Anyways, let's continue.
Did we tell him yet that he's a werehog or whatever he
Yeah.
is?
You did.
Cool.
Yeah, great.
Wereboy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you do? You're waking him up.
What is the most embarrassing position we could put him in to the party? What do we think? What do we think would be
Sit down.
hilarious? Upside down? Should we like?
That's actually
I don't know,
no lies. That's kind of a torture tactic.
I don't wanna like mess up Renwick's stuff. So let's like
Waking
let's,
him
like,
up
do the
upside
thing
down
where
would be
we-
acceptable. That's not pushing the. I mean, at least
like
for
I don't
me.
want to pull stuff off of his bookshelves and stuff to like make room and all that.
I mean, then let's just tie him to like a chair like we did last time.
Or we could do the thing where we like hold his arms and legs up like in the middle of his back and like tie those together, so then he can't like pull them down and he's just kind of flopping like a fish.
Or can we tie him to a chair and then Whirl levitates him upside down?
Oh, I'm down for
that's
that shit.
I like
Let's
that
do
idea.
it.
Okay,
Let's do that.
I got-
DM loves that idea. That's a
How
cool
long do I
idea.
have a levitate?
This is very good.
I don't know if I have very long on it. Oh, up to 10 minutes. Yeah, we good.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's
Last
tie him to a
time
chair.
10 minutes happened, we got a lot of information that we could. So
Oh, we got information.
we got information. Start strapping him to the chair.
Cool.
All right. You can make a sleight of hand check for tying the knot, and that is. I think we've said this before, but just in case, that is for like if he does try to get himself out, it will be a check of his against your sleight of hand.
Hey,
Sure.
can somebody help me? I'm not that great at tying knots.
Hey, you want me to tie a knot?
Yeah,
Use it.
help me tie a knot.
I heard we needed a knot tied.
Here you go.
This is my
Boom.
knot tying badge. An advantage because I wanted to also
Oh.
help with it. So
I was gonna say, I also have I'm good at sleight of hand if you need also still advantage.
Come on. 16 will do.
Okay, 16. Pretty solid knot we've tied. And then Whirl, are you levitating or are we?
Yes,
X-Men?
I am. I'm gonna think about wind and mingle with it. It's called mingle with the wind. And I'm gonna levitate him.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I just looked over at Sam's camera and I see
Yeah.
Carla just
Oh wait, that gives me an
Oh.
idea. That gives me an idea. I'm just gonna stand really like up close to his face when we wake up and just have
Just
like
right
the
next to him?
glowing purple eyes. Yeah.
Gert,
Okay.
do you want to like mage hand tickle him awake?
I just wanna, yeah, I'm gonna mage hand, but I'm just gonna flick his nose.
Nice.
I don't think you guys are
Yeah.
enjoying this at all.
No.
Hey, bud. Hey. Hey,
You're
remember
just
us?
mage hand flicking his nose.
Yep, mage hand flicking his nose.
Well, he's tied to a chair, 10 feet
Well,
in the air.
yeah.
Oh, you'd see Renwick just sort of like sit back and cross his arms and like give a look, and then look at you, and then look at them.
You might not like practical jokes, but we love them.
Don't worry. This is normal. This is how we got information out of him last time.
We told you, he's a real butthead. He deserves every bit of
he's
this.
just gonna give you a quick, fair enough. Please proceed.
Hey, wake up.
All right, you flick his nose a few times, and he's gonna just like,
Puppy eyes with purple.
yeah, you're like right in his face, Taryn, and he'll just like, ugh. And then, actually, at that moment, Cal, you'd see like a little smirk go across Renwick's face, and then he'll sort of like lean in right next to Taryn. And then, Taryn, you see Renwick's head turn completely 180, so that it is upside down. With his body didn't move, but his head did.
I'm just gonna be in the back like, no.
And
Hiya,
Jolly's gonna be
Happy.
like, "Wah!" What the?
Hiya, Happy. We have some more questions for you.
Meet my new best friend.
What the fuck is that?
My best friend. What are you talking about?
This is. Oh, you don't know him? I thought you knew so much about us.
And then Renwick's gonna like realign his head and back up a bit and just have this shit-eating grin on his face.
I'm gonna thaumaturgy to where he can hear the whispers. To where Renwick can hear the whispers.
Okay.
You might not like the practical jokes, but you're pretty good at them. Meanwhile, while I'm doing that, so yeah, we're gonna have another conversation. Now, I think you'll be a little bit more cooperative because I think now we might be able to, maybe, this is a heavy maybe, we might be able to help you.
You think you can help me? That's rich. Who's your friend? That was a. How'd you do that? And he's gonna be like wrenching his head a little bit, like, what the hell?
I mean, I think you know enough about us. If he wants to tell you, that's on him. But I don't think we're gonna give you any more information about us for a while.
That's
I think
okay. My little peons did plenty of that for me already.
Oh, I'm sure. Did they also tell you that? Wow, I had the name ready to go. The guy who promised him the water guy,
Gar
the Lord of
Shatterkeel.
Water. Yes,
Gar.
Gar. 1 second, guys.
I like the music.
Yeah, it's fun.
They sing.
It's just that like off-tonal, like
Mm-hmm.
mystery stuff.
It's just creepy enough.
Right? It's really fun when it crescendos in a place where like we also have fun information happening.
Yeah.
Sorry, my mom was looking for something.
Yeah, no worries.
So, Gar Shatterkeel, that was the name. I'm gonna re-say that sentence again. Did anybody tell you that Gar Shatterkeel might not be as noble as you think he is?
Well, no, but he's almost as scary looking as this guy. What the hell are you?
You missed a pretty interesting show on the way here.
Well, I mean, you kind of knocked me out, so that's kind of on you.
I'm gonna slowly flip the chair. So he's gonna just very slowly just start tilting in a circle.
Let's see how far I can get it.
Please do not hurt yourself.
Get a clip of me falling over in my chair. It's dedication to the act.
Yeah.
it was Oh, hold on. My sentence went whoosh. It was
Something
it
about
was,
Gar and his promises.
Yep. The show. The show that he missed. That was gonna be the fight.
Oh yeah.
We found some new information. Just got some things that we had no idea what they were. Gave us more information than you, which I think is kind of. I think it's kind of funny.
Information's always good. I'm a fan.
So
Probably gonna spill it, aren't you?
were you ever were you? No, we're gonna ask you a question first.
Ooh, I love this game.
So
I'm doing things with my hands. I can't do things with my hands. Okay.
You're correct.
I'm putting them behind my back so I remember.
So do you were you ever taught a chant like a out of game, what is it called, like a
ritual,
a cheer, like
A
how
cheer,
marine
that's
like how
good.
Marines have like oorah or and stuff like that, like a war chant,
cadence?
a battle cry,
Battle
a
cry.
cadence.
probably.
That's it. That's a good word for it.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'll use that word. Were you ever given a cadence to speak at any point?
Gar Shatterkeel will rule the valley.
Was that in any other language?
No. The fuck? This kind of language is speaking in tongues.
I hate him so much.
It's interesting what somebody can learn from different sounds.
Uh-huh.
Gar never gave you anything. Never gave you like a ritual to do at any point.
No, he gave me a keep to focus on rebuilding. This is rituals. Hey, are you with the face that turns not the way it's supposed to?
I'm gonna like
this guy
I'm
in
gonna,
the tongues. Is that hell? You're a devil boy, right?
Oh yeah, yes I am.
As
Okay.
he hits upside down, I'm gonna jiggle him and see if I can get anything out of his pockets.
Okay. You
loose
guys did
copper,
not
too.
do that before, so I need to
I
take a
remembered
look-see.
just now that we didn't do it, and also I just wanted to jiggle it.
Play
okay,
him like
keep,
maracas.
keep talking while I look this up.
Sure.
Yeah.
So when he tries to like talk to Renwick, I'm gonna like do that thing where like move my face in front of his, and just say, hey, no, yes, I'm the devil boy, but you're talking to me, okay? We're having a conversation.
I was talking to him, but you're here now.
No,
so.
no, you're not.
Okay.
You're talking to who we say you're talking to.
Oh, is that what this is?
That's what this is.
Okay.
So, excuse me. You were just approached by a stranger. Said he was the Lord of Water and tasked you with rebuilding a keep.
Oh no, he's. You're bad with information. I'm glad I didn't recruit you. He's not the
Hey.
Lord of Water. He's just a messenger.
Gar is
World,
just
20
the
gold.
messenger. Tight.
Nice.
Scoop.
Do we want to do that thing again where we help him where we help loosen his tongue a little bit?
Sure.
What was the thing?
I'm checking my notes and seeing if he actually didn't say Lord of Water.
He definitely said Lord of Water.
If he did,
I
that was
don't-
my mistake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
he
I don't remember
absolutely
him.
did. It's
Okay.
in my notes.
He definitely mentioned the Lord of Water.
Right, but did he say
I don't know, however.
Shatterkeel is the Lord of Water? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
that's
have-
what I was gonna say. I don't know if he directly said that Gar Shatterkeel was.
Okay, we're gonna need to retcon that then because that is absolutely my mistake, and we should correct that.
Tight.
Okay.
At this point, no matter what, he clarifies Gar Shatterkeel, not the Lord of Water, but still the person he says will rule the valley.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So there would have
has
been
he
like a
mentioned
second
Lord?
entity
Okay.
that he's referring to
Right.
as the Lord
Okay.
of Water.
Okay.
Mm.
So,
Balls.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Renwick, can you help us?
I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to do, so I'll need some help myself.
I was gonna, in game, I was gonna ask, can you, like, can you make it harder for him to resist magic? Like, aka cast Bane or some kind of thing, like subtract him from a save or give disadvantage?
Of course.
I have
going-
one more.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I have one more bardic if we want to
One
use it for
second.
unsettling words as well.
You can decide for yourself, but at the point that Taryn asks, Renwick would like give a quick flick of his wrist, and his short wand would sort of shoot out of his sleeve like it did before, and he'll grasp it quick, and like he'll actually kind of smack Jolly on the face, like almost leaving a small mark with it. But you'll see this small flash as if he like cast a spell at that moment, and Jolly will like, you know, take the hit and he'd sort of shake it off, and then his pupils will totally dilate.
Fun.
And then his entire demeanor changes. He like shuts up and is just staring at you, Taryn.
Wow, Renwick, you're really good. Thank you. Jolly, can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, you gotten really quiet. What happened?
Him.
I start asking questions.
So what you are going to do, Jolly, is you're going to tell us about your entire history with Gar Shatterkeel and the Lord of Water.
Talk about
So I'm really sorry to just spring this on you. I'm just like, that's it. That's what we need. We're just gonna do everything.
And
When I was
go.
14, I got involved in crime.
All right, DM. I hope you
was a
memorized
hard
this
winter.
character's
Yeah,
entire
right?
backstory.
That's okay. It's part of the gig. So you said entire history with Gar Shatterkeel and what else?
And the Lord of Water.
The Lord of Water is a mystery to me, though they sound fantastic. Gar Shatterkeel is an unpleasant sight, though powerful. He promised me safe haven in Riverguard in exchange for housing his followers.
And this is a I believe you have already told us that this was a recent deal that you had made with him. However, we would also like to know, when Cal got back to us after a period of separation, why was it smuggling? Why was it illegal for him to seek passage?
You focus too much on the literal. I simply mean that my people transported him.
Was there anything else on the boat with Cal? This is my question to, fucking Happy. Wonderful, whatever his fucking name is. I know it's Jolly, but I did that on purpose.
But you want to poke him, right?
Yeah.
Emotionally.
I'm just flipping him back up slowly, and then he's gonna just go back upside down in a hot second. Just slow tilting.
I understand there were some valuables, and that was it.
You have you come into possession of anything that's very important to Gar Shatterkeel or the Lord of Water?
Not that I'm aware of, other than him. And he's looking right at Cal when he says that.
Why is Cal important to Gar Shatterkeel? or the
Oh,
Lord
you
of
all
Water?
are. He was just the one who was there at the time.
Can you give us a name and location to the people who work that area that may have transported him?
Name? No. That's my secret. And the location was simply where he was picked up.
Why are we so important to Gar?
I have no idea.
I knew that.
So now, what is
I could just imagine Whirl being like,
It's like,
She doesn't stick her tongue out. She's a classy adult woman. A lot more middle fingers that are just like, oh, I found this thing for you. It's like right here.
It's like, oh, you.
Oh,
love
sorry, that was the wrong
Red?
pocket. That was the wrong. This
Oh.
is it. That was the right one. My bad. I'm sorry about that.
oh man.
So, another question we have for you is, what's the situation with your boots and your heel clicking? That whole shtick with you and your, as you referred to them, peons.
It's the uniform. And at this point, you'd recognize that like his pupils are starting to come in a little bit, and he's sort of starting to give you the attitude, little snippets of it again, as if
Sure.
like the effect is wearing off.
Okay.
Would he have a chance to save against it in the next chunk of time, or is it just wearing off via time?
It's a time thing, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Are all your people human?
That's a good question.
What people do you mean?
Your informants in Red Larch, are they all human?
I think so.
Someone else can take over the questioning. I am going to go check on the hippogriffs. And I'm gonna like slowly start to walk out of this room. I'm gonna make eye contact with Renwick to like signal that that's not what I'm doing.
Okay, make a performance check.
Okay. Come on, tiefling charisma. Where's my performance?
Bardic inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
You
I
get my
didn't even see what the
last one.
result
It's a plus. It's a D8.
It's a D8. Oh,
Ooh,
this could be
It's
like
close. It's gonna be close.
slash roll D8.
Yep.
Boop.
All
16!
right.
Amazing.
That's like the first time that a bardic has like successfully done shit for anyone but me.
Bardic.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
that's
Okay,
awesome.
I'm realizing I need to figure out. I'm gonna get the window up on the stream screen for the die rolls because we have too many of those
Yeah.
moments to not do it. Okay.
So for the stream, I rolled an 8 on my normal performance, and then the D8 was an 8. So
Yep. Okay. So you're gonna give Renwick a look as if to like send a signal, right? Like
yes.
that's what I said I'm doing, but I'm not really doing that. And he's still sort of like, oh, I should have moved him. He's like here, cross-armed, sort of leaning at the table, just sort of taking everything in, and he'll meet your gaze, Taryn, and sort of give you like the single eyebrow raise, but then just he'll go back to watching what's happening.
Okay.
Would any of us have caught Taryn doing that?
If you have a passive perception of 15 or
Nope.
more, I'll say yes.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I think he's the
Nope.
only one that has a perception like that.
Yeah, I have a ridiculous passive.
Then no.
Cool.
You're all too focused on.
And I'll just again make a face like who fucking cares about the hippogriffs, but like just with my face. And then I'll ask Jolly. So you talked about books being smuggled through. Can you elaborate on any of those?
Nope.
What is your job?
Thank you.
What do you even do? You're so
Who
useless.
even are you?
Like,
You guys didn't even
What's
go
your
here.
Keep this up. We're not gonna go
here.
here.
Oh my god. Woo! Talk about a throwback.
I'm
Actually,
so confused by you.
at such a comment, he would say, "My best skill is making sure I only know what I need to know, and nothing more."
Why do you need to know so much about the five of us?
Because Gar demands it.
what's your limit on information?
If you had to put like a number on it out of 100,
Like,
what's the
what's too much for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't
Like
do
this.
names.
Oh, I do names, just the ones I need.
Don't
I
feel
do
good about that
tasks,
one.
just the ones I need.
Okay. Are you considered a liability if you know too much?
Most likely, I would presume.
Okay.
What did you need us for?
Gar,
What did Gar need us for?
I have no idea.
No one
That's
knows.
the
What's
beauty
your
of
fucking
it.
deal? All
I
right.
know. Yeah, like.
just start like vigorously shaking him in the chair.
No, yeah, he's spinning
mean-
faster now. I'm getting annoyed and he's moving faster.
I mean, I feel like we just need to look into your memories sometime.
There's a suggestion.
That's a
The DM
fucking
did not
idea.
plan for this event. Can you tell?
Provocative. No, I did actually plan for that suggestion.
She
Ooh.
Wild.
he says just throwing it out there.
Yeah, hey Renwick, you want to help out with that?
He doesn't know his name yet.
I did. I said his name.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I said his name.
I was like, come on, folks.
Okay, so to this point, I'm flipping through your character sheets real quick.
Also, has it been roughly 10 minutes since we started this conversation with him in the chair?
No, it's only been, it's approaching 5.
Okay.
Also,
Do you
Renwick
want to just
is in-
drop him? Is
So
that
here's the
what's gonna
thing.
happen?
Technically, when the spell ends, the item slowly floats to the ground, but I am not allowing that to happen. I'm gonna drop him on his. Whatever
Like-
happens to be pointed down is what he gets dropped on.
like right as it hits 50 9 minutes and 59 seconds, you just turn him upside down and slam him.
Basically, like, whoops. Oh, I could have stopped
Well,
it, but I
my
forgot
bad.
because I'm
Well,
so dumb. Oh.
You need to. I think you need to like go down really fast until he's like an inch off, just to make sure we don't break the chair.
Oh my god, it's like
Yeah, we don't want to.
Oh, you don't wanna break
don't break
Renwick's
Renwick's
chair.
Yeah.
I have mending. I can fix Renwick.
You can't fix
I
this.
love how
But-
much you
but
guys
if-
hate this
But
guy.
because we tied him
Aw.
to the chair, I don't want to like risk him getting loose.
I don't. Here's the thing.
So
I
you
don't
can
see
give him
him
a
pulling
bump
like
on
a
the
char
heel.
like a Charlie's Angels where he like breaks the chair and then flips himself out of it. Like,
Okay. Okay.
I think the chair will be fine. And if the chair isn't fine, we as a group can make the chair fine.
Sure.
I don't give a fuck about this piece of butt attached to the chair.
He is a pretty big butt in both
Mhm.
ways.
very
yes.
true.
Okay, so I legitimately lost track of what the last question was.
We were gonna get the memories.
Oh, you asked
Thanks
Renwick.
for the
Renwick.
memories.
Friction is
even though
brain.
They weren't so
Hey buddy.
cool.
Also, though, like Renwick is the house name, and then Cara Dune is his rank, so he doesn't even have a full name,
Mhm.
and he doesn't even have like the rank. So just the House of Renwick would be what he got.
So when you ask him that, he'll actually shake his head and say, "Unfortunately, the second party must be willing."
That's okay.
Just a thought. Unless Jolly, you think that you're cool enough that you honestly don't know any of this information, and so you'd be absolutely willing to let our friend just take a peek. If you only know what you need to know, why not? We're never going to learn anything else, right?
So good. That's so good.
I love.
Whatever. And as soon as he says whatever, Renwick is going to like quickly like disappear, reappear, not even float, just disappear, reappear, and like clasp both hands, like Vulcan memory thing. I forget what it's called. Like the Vulcan memory meld thing style.
Yeah.
The 3-finger thing
Sick.
on his
yeah.
temples, and like you'll see this intense static in the air.
So good.
For like 5 solid seconds.
I was
Like
fully-
after 1
He's getting
second,
his
you're
whole
like,
life.
whoa.
Yeah.
And then after another 2 seconds, it's like, holy shit, what is he doing? And in 4 seconds, it's like, wait, this is too long. And then you get to 5
Yeah.
seconds, and it's felt like a day. And Renwick's hands unclasp, and he floats back, and he says,
Is he dead?
"An honest cultist I thought I'd never see."
Good to know.
Congratulations, Jolly. You're exactly as useless as we hoped you'd be.
Oh, I did my job
Of
well
all the
with this guy.
prisoners we could have taken, we got the worst one, guys.
Wow.
That's just a testament to like how you're playing this character.
We're,
Yeah.
Fucking
That's so.
great.
I'm
Yeah.
super
'Cause
happy
we-
about it. I don't like to toot my own
So
horn,
good.
but I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying it so much.
Yeah.
I hate him so much.
Man. I really thought I had you there.
This
It was
is the
good.
worst.
It was
This,
really
this is the worst cultist pack opening ever.
Like a fucking pack of Pokemon cards.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just like a shitload of Squirtles.
Damn it, I got a shiny energy card.
I got a reverse foil trainer card. Fuck.
Oh man. Hey, we're dating ourselves. We
we completely hate this game. We hate each other. We never want to do this
This
again.
is the worst. Shut it all down.
Oh my god.
After a couple more exchanges, and after this like weird mind meld
Yeah.
thing that Renwick just did, Jolly's gonna be like, "So how long until you kill me?"
Well, we have no intention of that anytime soon.
Ooh, you had
You're
me
too
going.
fun.
Okay, okay. Oh, I'm fun. That's lovely.
I mean, Gert might not have
Hal
had any
drops
intention
his
of
head
that.
down in disappointment.
Oh,
You bet
For
we
the
can't
record-
drop
for the
something else in
record,
disappointment, am I
That
right?
was not meant to be a dig at you, Cal. It's a totally in character thing.
Cal will remember that. Pops up in this.
So, Renwick, here's the problem. He knows too much and knows too many people. He knows too much about us and knows too many people.
Oh, knows.
What you mean to say is he knows too much about all the wrong things and too little about all the right things.
Correct. And I think we might be able to use him eventually. If nothing else is bait. But we can't. I mean, we can't trust anyone to keep him. Period. That's why we brought him here. You're the only one that we thought we might be able to trust to keep him.
And what is the purpose of keeping him? You say bait?
I mean, if he's that important to Gar, be nice to meet that man one day.
In my home.
No. We're just asking you to hold on to him, and then we'll get him when we need him.
Given the nature of his knowledge, I believe that he is only the surface of the types of information trading that his peers may embark in. They will come here. I absolutely believe it.
And I don't want to put you in any danger. You have secluded yourself purposefully. I would hate to bring that upon you.
I've secluded myself out of a desire to live peacefully. However, before that decision, I did make a vow. So, with ample planning for contingency and an expectation of siege and nothing less, I could agree to it. But he is dangerous, even in captivity.
Absolutely. See, I'm trying to think of how to make this work. In the event that his people come for him, and we are not within a stone's throw of this place.
Right.
I have no doubt that you'd be able to handle it yourself, Renwick. You are more than capable, but
I would have my own doubts.
Right. I couldn't do that to you in good faith. So I'm gonna ponder on that one for a bit. I mean, it's open to discussion whether or not we leave him here, but I would feel comfortable if we somehow had a way to get here relatively quickly. I don't know how to do that, other than run.
Yeah, I don't think.
Not very fast.
What is your end goal? What are you
That's a good
suggesting?
In terms of coming here quickly kind of thing, or what to do with him?
Why keep him here in the first place? Why bait?
Yeah.
What do you intend to do?
I don't know, guys. What do we intend to do?
That's a really good question.
I feel like we're still in the acquiring information phase of everything. Not so much we have a plan and know how to execute it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But we're learning new and developing information almost daily at this point.
Right.
If you left him here, where would you plan to go next?
Back to Red Larch.
Red Larch.
Yeah. It's kind of our
The trade town to the west.
correct.
It's a couple days away, which is the issue. We wouldn't be able to get back here quickly.
We retconned that. It is like barely a day total, like to get there or to get from there to
Right.
here.
Okay. But even still, that's like best case 8 hours.
Right.
I mean, the other thing is, if you guys don't think that we need to keep this guy, then that's that's y'all's choice. I am not going to condone getting rid of him. But if our only options are storing him and not knowing why we're storing him,
Mhm.
or getting rid of him, I just think there might be something else that he can eventually offer.
He's still listening.
I know.
All right. Hey, friendly. Tell us why we should keep you around.
You probably shouldn't.
Have we been doing this for roughly 10 minutes yet?
Yes.
Cool. I will be like, whoops, and it's gonna drop at whatever direction he happened to be facing is how the chair drops to the ground. Not paying attention. Doesn't matter if I have to roll a dice and see if I accidentally break his neck. I'm fine with that.
So he's gonna smack on the ground like 45 degree the wrong way sort of thing.
Cool.
Not completely upside down, but like halfway between. Smack on the ground and just sort of, you're a sassy one. Damn, I love it.
I'm sorry. Did my spell end and I was not paying attention to you because you do not matter to me? I am so not sorry in the slightest.
Oh, this one's hilarious.
Yeah, I try to be. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Whether he's worth keeping around or not.
Yeah.
You guys do love to hate him.
Mhm.
I think someone wants to be sent to Red Larch and accidentally escape so that we can find him again and then continue our full hatred of Cheerful. I'm just gonna change his name every time because I hate him and I know he
Every
doesn't
time
like
it's
it.
a synonym for.
Only because I know he doesn't like it. If it was like actually in game, like it doesn't matter, I would continue to call him Jelly, but no. He gets a new name every time.
Just to spite him.
Just to spite him.
I don't know why I didn't do this, but I did mean to completely leave the chamber.
Oh my gosh,
that's
I'm so
outside.
sorry. Yes,
That's
so
outside.
we're gonna
no.
snap to you now. Did you mean to go outside or like a hallway like this?
Just like outside of the chamber where nobody could hear any hypothetical verbal components to a spell.
Okay, we'll say
Hey.
like here is reasonable for that.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
Yeah. So I am going to cast Sending to the constable.
Okay.
How many words would it take to describe his boots?
Describe for what purpose? Like just to literally send the description or to explain look for these boots?
I just sent in general what the basic message is going to be, and that'll vary depending on how describing the boots would be. You need to take anyone with describes boots into custody under probable cause of conspiring against Red Larch.
Okay. Okay, so do you want to explain relation to cult activity specifically or not?
That was 16 words. I counted that. So,
Well,
You can change it firing to
what
cult
are the-
activity.
yeah.
sure. And I'm just asking to try and help you like formulate the right message.
That's basically what I want, is to like, if I can fit it in there, like I want to describe the boots and then say because it's a uniform or something in that nature. So I'm trying to figure out a 25-word way to do that, but I don't know how to, like, I don't know what the what words to use for the boots, since me, the player, doesn't know what they look like. So that's a little bit little hard for me to do.
How about that?
Anyone with 5 word? Okay.
We'll just make it a generic five-word description of the boots. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
9, 10, 11, 12,
Let's go,
13, 14, 15, 16,
best
17.
17. So that's 17 right there. I don't think that we really need to put the "we believe" because he said it's a part of the uniform.
Okay.
Yeah, but we didn't mention the uniform before. We just said we'll describe or we'll elaborate when we get back.
Mhm.
So I think that we believe is helpful.
But also, Taryn right now is under the impression that we're keeping him here. So, like, if we eliminate his possible contacts elsewhere, like, that will eliminate the people that could go looking for him. So that's what Taryn's, like, line of thinking is right now. So he's like, get the people that have those boots under custody in jail, in a holding cell, wherever they need to be. Just that. So I think we can, like, even cut out the "we believe," so just anyone with boots, with a 5-word description, is in cahoots with, so that'll be 19. A20 nefarious cult, Bess.
I will say
best
I
interests.
said a nefarious cult because no cult has been, if I recall correctly, no cult has been specified to him.
Right.
He's
No,
aware of cult
none of them.
activity, but I don't think Constable is aware of, like, the four
The names.
compartmentalized elements. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you'll also want to decide if you want to specify anything along those lines.
I won't specify along those lines yet, just because I feel like it'll be too much information to try to fit in.
Okay.
But I'm at 21 words after that description, or after what I had put. More info to come. And then that'll fill the 25 words.
Okay.
Also, what is the 5-word boot description? Just so that we all have it in our brains.
I do not have
I-
the vocabulary to be specific enough about that, so I just defaulted to 5-word description.
5-word
That's
yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
I also doubt that, like, a D&D module would be like, here's, like, an entire page about these boots.
No, but like also
Well-
like give me a picture of the boots and like I can give you a 5-word description of boot.
Imagine Jack Sparrow's boots. Like,
Oh,
men- they're like high shin, almost knee high. They have the big flap at the top.
Yeah, there's a name. I
Yeah.
got it. Oh, we'll get there.
And
I took a costume history class. Let's get fucked, gang.
Nope. Oh,
spoiler alert, the reason I can't describe them is because they were not described in the module. This is part of the homebrew shit that I made.
oh. Wow, it's funny how the homebrew characters we know, we both love to hate, or love
Well,
to
there's a
love,
name
love
for
to hate.
those, and I don't remember what it is.
Yeah.
Real
Are they
quick-
black? Are they laced up in the back?
No.
No to both.
Are they buckled?
Brownish,
Okay.
like leather.
Brown leather.
Cool.
They
Brown
look like
leather.
leather.
They're called Ren boots. REN, like Ren and Stimpy.
Huh,
Oh,
okay.
There we
Yeah.
go. So instead of 5 words, you just have to put brown
Yeah,
Ren
brown
boots.
Ren boots.
Okay, so it's 2 words.
You know what that is.
So
This
I
is
got
like
2
the
extra
oldie
words.
times when anyone knows what a Ren boot is.
There you go.
I get 2
Let's go.
It's like a keen,
Yeah.
right? Everybody
exactly.
knows what a keen boot is.
Yeah.
So with those other 2 words that I say, I'll just say respond mentally.
Nice. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. So, Sam, did you want to say something before?
Yes, out of character. Joe, did you tell us what you saw coming from the boat? What you thought you saw coming from the boat?
I think I mentioned that. I think that I did
Okay.
say at some point that
So-
you're talking about the
No, I'm talking about the sarcophagus.
sarcophagus.
Oh.
I thought I mentioned that at some
And
point.
would that be something that we would want to check out?
Yeah.
Just saying, like, poke our
That
heads
was-
in over there in the room that Taryn's in right now. That we don't know he's in, but you know what I mean.
you think I'm over by the hippogriffs? Yeah. I'm just like talking to myself.
Chillin'.
This is the first time I'm casting a spell without speaking.
So sorry, I didn't want to just like presume and then like.
Oh, it's
Well, no, sorry, I didn't want to think that Cal told us something that he didn't, because we wouldn't have seen that. We were
we were by the
fully
gate,
moving
yeah.
past.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that Cal would have told us that. So,
If I didn't mention it, then that is something like along the travels and stuff. That is something I would. Yeah, the esophagus, the
sarcophagus.
sarcophagus.
I believe you did. So
Was-
let's just assume that you did. If
Yeah.
that's what you want.
It was very similar. It was, if I didn't know any better, it wasn't the same exact one.
Sure.
Well, we also know it's not the same one because I asked about the coffin when I sent the message to Renwick and he said it was here, so it had to be a different one.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Say that again.
When when I sent the message, when I messaged or casted sending to Renwick last session, I had asked about the sarcophagus. I believe I had asked about the sarcophagus being there, and Renwick said that it was fine. Or did we leave that out?
I
think
don't
we left
remember
that
that.
I don't
I feel
yeah.
like all we asked was, can we stash a dude here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Straight
might-
up.
yeah,
We were
that
like,
might
can we
have
just
been-
bring a guy?
That might have been
Um,
something I wanted to do, but forgot about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Gert is going to ask Renwick, hey, Renwick, have you seen your brother lately?
No.
Okay.
I know that he has passed. And I intend to eventually bring his body here. You've seen the place.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason other people would be looking for him?
I suppose it's possible that across centuries, someone may have discovered that he possessed the dagger that made me what I am.
Is Jolly still awake?
He's like kind of floating in and out of consciousness, but yes.
I'll go back over and be like, hey, buddy, and just slap him back to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, you knock him out.
Just go back to meth.
At this point, I will point out, like any of you reasonably would know, like by this point, he is at a minimum suffering from severe exhaustion.
Tight.
So like risk of him like flat out dying is on the table.
Okay. I mean, again, Gert doesn't necessarily think that should happen, but if she's outvoted, or if it happens accidentally,
Yeah.
she's not gonna be like mad about it.
I'll make sure that he's like on his side so he can't choke on his own vomit. That's the most I'm gonna do.
Cool,
There you go.
I don't want him to pull a
How humane of you.
yeah. Hey, I have been to a party. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have seen Breaking Bad.
Oh, I haven't, but I still know what happens.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
don't
man.
have any desire to. You're good.
Done.
Not my cup of meth.
So, Renwick, Kyle thinks he may have seen your brother at the Riverguard Keep.
And where is he now?
Were they unloading or loading, Cal?
They were loading.
I needed a refresher, and I wasn't sure if. Okay.
You're the one who saw it, Cal. Is there any information you can give to him?
They were loading up as what seemed to be regular sorts of crates and things, but the thing that stuck out to me was the coffin. It was just the same one that we had seen in this place.
I appreciate this information. He cannot stay here. And he's going to look
Understood.
at Jolly as he says that. And Renwick's demeanor has shifted.
Cool.
You can tell that he cares about this new information. I can be
Is
of
there any-
assistance to you in the future, but not right now.
Understood.
Is there anything that we can do to help you in this situation?
Probably not. It seems we have our own agendas. You go your way for now, I'll go mine, but I'm sure you'll want to come back. The caverns below run deep, and I'm concerned for what's on the other side.
I mean, I will give my own word to help you out with that as soon as we're able to.
Okay.
Yes,
And
we
what
will.
do what do we do with this guy now?
Anything?
Why don't we decide that maybe on our way out so that we can leave Renwick alone?
Sure. I'll
Okay.
just give him a good pat on the shoulder and say, I don't know if you can just reach out and let us know if you need anything, but if you can, we're around.
I believe I will. Do be careful.
A lot of people are saying that to us lately.
We're doing our best.
Have you seen the state of the world?
Yeah.
Be real.
Anywho.
I mean, we did
Let's
almost
drag-
accidentally nuke ourselves within the
Accurate.
first, like,
Right.
Yeah.
six sessions, so.
Yeah.
Accurate. Okay.
All right, let's.
We've gotten so lucky.
Okay, I'm gonna point out that was
Like-
no bullshitting on my end. There have been I
Yeah.
think 3 instances where it was legit 50-50. They have no idea it's a legit 50-50. Fuck, they got it right. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's take our buddy out of here, I guess, into some other place that's not here.
Okay. Thank you for helping us gather information, friend.
By this point, he is sort of he's still listening to you and acknowledges what you said, but he's getting a few other papers together on one desk and then is sort of shifting over to the other and checking through his piles and piles of papers and stuff. He's clearly preoccupied now with other thoughts.
Okay. So we all head out,
Yeah.
All right.
except Taryn, who's
I mean, I'm just
I
in the
was
feel like
find
we're
hallway.
him in the same
leaving.
hallway.
I'm just
like-
in the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry, Taryn. I legitimately forgot again to just come back to you. That
No, it's
what you
fine.
did
I'm-
only would have taken a minute at most. Did you want to do anything else, or would you have been back with the group by this point?
I mean, I don't want to self-insert myself, so I probably would have gone and checked on the hippogriffs.
Okay.
Just to fill the time gap.
Cool.
Okay. So nothing really eventful would happen with that, and then the rest of the party would meet you there. And am I correct in assuming fill him in on what's happening, what the plan is for
Yeah.
next? Okay.
Equal exchange of information.
Perfect.
Right.
All right. So this is the perfect opportunity for us to take another short break. We'll do restroom run, refills, any of that jazz, and we'll be right back.